Are you looking to visit Tokyo during the summertime? Let's go over the big events in Tokyo that every fan of geeky stuff should definitely not miss.
Welcome to Subtokyo.
Hey guys, how's it going? Alex K here. Welcome to Subtokyo and welcome to our new guide series where we talk about all the cool stuff that you want to know during your travels to Japan. Now for many people, summer is the perfect time to travel, whether it's because school's out or you have vacation days from work, or just because summer is synonymous with taking holidays and break and whatever. But is summer the perfect time for you anime, manga, video game fans to visit Tokyo? Let's find out. Alright, so today we're going to go over the events that happen in the Tokyo area from June through August. And while there are plenty of non-recurring events that happen around the city throughout the summer, I'm going to go over the events that basically happen every year so that you can count on the event happening when you visit. Now I was a bit surprised, June and July actually only have one event each for this list, and the other half is in August. I guess it makes sense because Japanese summer vacation and Japan's Obon holidays are both in August. But each event is super awesome in my opinion, so they're definitely nothing to push aside. So here we go. First up in June we have the International Tokyo Toy Show, Japan's largest show for the toy trade. Tokyo Toy Show generally happens on the first or second weekend of June and takes place at Odaiba's Tokyo Big Site. The public days are usually on the weekends, with business days on the weekdays before it, with show hours being from 9 AM to 4:05 depending on which day you go. And best part is, admission to Tokyo Toy Show is free. The International Tokyo Toy Show is a fantastic event. They show off all the new upcoming toys and announce all the winners of the Japan Toy Awards of the year. There's so much stuff to do and it's family friendly. Now, if you're like me and at first hesitated by the fact that it's an event about toys, you might want to think that again. Toys encompasses so much at this event. Yes, there are plenty of toys for children, but there's so much more, from video game companies like Capcom showing off their merch and figures, like Mega Man figures, come on, to Minecraft, Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, and so much anime merch like figures and plushies, the newest Digimon, Sailor Moon, Cardcaptor Sakura stuff, and more, just to name a few from previous ones. Don't get me started on all the Sentai stuff you can find, including Kamen Rider, Ultraman, Super Sentai aka Power Rangers, and more. This definitely is the most mainstream convention of the 3 summer conventions I'll be going over in this video. It's fun, you can try out all sorts of games and toys, it's free, and even if it's an exhibition, there are booths you can buy toys at, and you can literally invite just about anyone, and they'll find something they'll enjoy here. Now, if you're looking for something a little bit more core for the fans, let's move on to July. OneFest Summer! Short for Wonder Festival Summer, OneFest is definitely the biggest convention for everything figurine related. It is a one-day event that takes place towards the end of July at the Makuhari Messe Convention Center, which is technically in Chiba and not in Tokyo, but one train ride from Tokyo Station and you'll be there. Just watch out for people headed to Tokyo Disneyland instead, because they ride the same train. The event starts at 10 AM and goes till 5 PM. This is also an event I consider a dual convention. On one side it showcases the brand new and upcoming figures from anime and games by all the big makers like Good Smile Company and Max Factory. Well, not only do they showcase them, but one of the main factors that brings tons of people to this event is the fact that they release limited amounts of fresh new figures earlier than their release date, and some that can only be obtained at this event. So expect lots of early morning lining up before the event starts if you're going to compete with that crowd. Generally, the earlier you get there, the more likely you'll get what you want. I mean, hours earlier. Some days I was lucky just to get anything. I came to the Good Smile booth and everything's not sold out yet. I was in that line over there for 2 hours and I have got myself a Nendoroid Snow Miku 2014. But it all depends on what's being released. Aside from the limited stuff though, most booths do sell figures throughout the day, so look out for those pretty figures you want before they sell out. The other side of the convention is all about garage kits, namely figure kits produced by individuals and small groups. Think doujin figures. For those not familiar, garage kits are basically parts of figures that people make with their own molds after sculpting them themselves. You can buy these kits and paint them yourselves, although sometimes some booths do sell pre-painted figures and statues. Usually, at least half the convention is devoted to the garage kit side. What's interesting is these people can make whatever the hell they want, meaning it is possible to find very niche figures and sculptures that big companies hesitate to produce. Know that one video game series that everyone doesn't seem to like but you? How about that one anime that was popular for a brief period but nobody remembers now? Well, you might actually find a like-minded creator making your dream figure. So basically you have all the popular stuff being made by the big companies on one side and a world of wonder created by indie artists on the other. It's a really fun festival to attend. Speaking of attendance, the entry is also unique. Instead of buying a ticket, you buy the catalog for one fest, which acts as your ticket. It costs 2,500 yen, which is about $20, and you can buy it in advance at hobby or bookstores around Tokyo, but if you forget, that's okay too, because they sell them at the entrance of the convention as well. You might need to wait in line for those though. Also, a side note, they've recently began to sell these direct pass things which cost an additional 3,000 yen or so, which allow you to enter before the 10 AM opening time from 8 to 8:30 AM. Kind of a cheap scheme for those wanting the limited edition stuff, but if you're willing to pay another 30 bucks on top of the $20 entry fee, that's available. Also in very limited amounts from Lawson Tickets. I'm a cheap ass about these things, so I never got one of these. And if you can't make it to Summer One Fest, fear not. There is also a winter one in February as well. Anyways, let's move on to August. Comiket. There's no way we're gonna talk about summer and not mention Comiket. Short for Comic Market, happens twice a year, once in the summer and once in the winter. Summer Comiket, also known as Natsukomi, which means Summer Comiket, is generally around mid-August and is probably the largest convention ever. I don't know, but like holy crap, this event is just packed with so much people. Over 500,000 attendees, taking place at Tokyo Big Sight. It goes on for 3 days, starts at 10 AM and closes at 5 PM or earlier on the last day. Comiket is free to attend, and one side note, there are talks of the event being moved to Makuhari Messe in 2020 due to the Olympics, but we'll have to see how that plays out. Anyways, Comiket is the world's largest doujinshi convention, a place where indie artists and creators come together to sell their works in the form of thin books and other things. Comiket pretty much covers every subject, every media type out there, within and outside of Japan. 35,000 groups known as circles have booths to sell their creations. Pretty much anything goes, although I'm sure there are some rules and regulations, and a good chunk of Comiket is also adult content. Comiket is also what I consider a dual convention, with many media companies on the other side of Comiket selling limited edition goods and merchandise. You can find TV stations, animation studios, radio stations, PC game makers, merchandise companies, and more, all selling stuff on the corporate side of Comiket. And again, many people do race to obtain these limited goods. Generally, you'll find bigger and more popular circles selling their books or goodie packs from about 500 to 2,000 yen each, whereas smaller circles can sell their books for as low as 100 yen, or even sometimes free if they're just wanting to promote their artworks. Comiket is a pretty free market run by the artists themselves. Now, I was going to mention this at the end of the video. It probably affects Comiket the most, but also applies to all events in the summer. Be prepared for the heat. Wear proper clothes, bring a hat, wear sunscreen, do not forget to stay hydrated. Bring water, or even better, a sports drink with electrolytes. Bring a sports towel because most likely you will be sweating. Icy sheets and cool spray are also great. Fans and other things to keep you breezy are great as well. And if at all possible, have some deodorant handy. I'll tell you now, Comiket smells hardcore as it looks. Also note, unless you plan on coming from past noon time, you'll most definitely be in line to get into the convention, so having food or something to do is great preparation as you wait and kill time in line. I will probably make another video going more in depth about Comiket in the future, but if you have any questions about any of this, leave them in the comments below. Okay, 2 core conventions in a row made this exhausting. Let's move on to a few that are more relaxing. let's go with less extreme. Okay, I lied, because Pikachu Invasion. While being the newest event on this list, first starting out in 2014, this adorable event has been consistently going on every summer, mid-August, and personally, I think it would be very foolish of them to stop it anytime soon. The Pikachu Invasion, which has had different themes from dancing to water splashing over the years, takes place in Yokohama, once again, and technically not Tokyo but very close, for about one entire week. It's a Pikachu Invasion. Not much more to say. At different malls and areas around downtown Yokohama, there are plenty of Pokemon related activities and of course adorable Pikachus out and about. There are a lot of stages scattered around the area where they put on some uber cute shows along with parades down the streets and malls. There are a bunch of stalls that sell lots of Pikachu and Pokemon merchandise. There usually is something special happening at the Yokohama Pokemon Center shop as well, most likely a tie-in with whatever new Pokemon game or movie is being promoted that year. Pikachu's everywhere in downtown Yokohama for a week. Nintendo, Pokemon Company, please do not ever put an end to this. Again, the area does get crowded and it is very hot, so be prepared to stay hydrated while dying from adorableness. And our final event for today is actually a traditional Japanese festival, the Asagaya Tanabata Festival. The festival goes on from early to mid-August when the summer Tanabata holiday is celebrated. So why go to this festival as opposed to the hundreds of other ones out in the city? The shopping street of Asagaya is filled with amazing floats during this time, many of them being anime, TV show, movie, or video game themed. I've been through it just once, but it was a colorful spectacle I wish I visited every year. There are street vendors selling tasty foods and a lot of small festival activities happening as well. If you aren't satisfied afterwards, you can always visit the Asagaya Anime Street right by it and visit all the cool shops that the area has to offer. So there you have it folks, the 5 big events of the summer that I definitely recommend you all visit. While not everyone might be for you, I hope there was an event that you are interested and want to visit sometime. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit that like button and let me know down in the comments if there are any other big events in Tokyo that you want to recommend. And I also want to give special thanks to our April Patreon supporter, Ray and El Uria. Thank you very much. If you guys enjoyed this video and want to help support Subtokyo, check out our Patreon at patreon.com/Subtokyo. Alright guys, once again, thanks for watching. I'm Alex K, this was Subtokyo, and I see you guys next time. Bye!